Hi guys, I'm Rich Allen, the Vice President of Viticulture and Winemaking for Rombauer Vineyards, and today we're here at Demptos Napa Cooperage, and I'm joined by David Ronconi.
Welcome.
So Demptos is one of our main barrel suppliers, but could you give us a little bit of a history of Demptos, how it got here, and what do you guys do?
Absolutely. Well, Demptos Cooperage was originally established back in Bordeaux in 1825, so we're going to be celebrating 200 years here pretty soon. We established the Napa portion of the cooperage in 1982. Will Jameson, who is our master cooper and our managing partner, is still here with us today. Yeah, great guy. And so we'd love to give you the opportunity to take a look and see what we do here at Demptos. So follow me inside.
Let's go on in. So David, this is the first step in the barrel making process, the raising the barrel. What's going on here? What are these and what are these guys doing?
Yeah, so here we do all of the processing of our staves at our mills, either in Missouri or in France. So we receive the staves ready for building. Yeah. So here we're going to go ahead and take these staves and build what's called the rosette. This is approximately 1 barrel worth, but as you see back here, we're going to go ahead and shift staves in and out to make sure we get the perfect circumference around the head of the barrel that will give us the proper volume for that barrel. Once they've got the production hoops ready, the rosette will go in to be toasted.
All right, let's go see that.
Come on, let's go this way.
Okay, so David, now that we've raised the barrel, it comes in here, and this is where two important processes happen. Can you tell our viewers what's going on in here today?
Yeah, so here in the toasting room, this is where we're going to start the process of really prepping that barrel for bending first and then toasting. So we'll usually take the barrel, we'll take the rosette, and then we'll spray it with a little bit of water because we need steam. Steam is what will allow the bending of the barrel without cracking of the staves. So we'll then take the barrels, put them over. These are the warming fires.
These fires here?
So these ones are strictly for warming. Yeah. So we want to get the barrel temperature up. So once we go over the bending process, we want to make sure that there's just enough moisture in the barrel and the barrel's nice and hot so we can get an even and very consistent bend without risk of breaking.
So from a winemaking perspective, this is probably the most important part, how we get the flavor in the barrel. And so Demptos, everything's a fire toasted barrel. So explain to them what toasting does and how long it takes to toast a barrel.
And so toasting is really is an artistry here. We've got Joaquin here, who's been here for over 15 years with the cooperage, and it's something he does every day. It's the process of allowing a nice consistent toasting of the barrel from top to bottom. With these fires being so hot, it's very easy to get kind of inconsistencies in the toasting. It takes a very skilled eye and a lot of understanding of how that barrel is going to toast. As you can see, he's moving the barrel, switching it upside down every few minutes to get a nice, even, consistent toast over everything. As you can see here, we utilize open fire toasting. You can do water bending, you can do steam bending. We find that this gives us the best overall flavor and aromatics for making those beautiful Rombauer wines.
Yep. And so when it's finished, this is what it looks like. And so you can smell, and that smells like freshly baked bread with a little bit of vanilla and spice. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
I wanted to see how we get that bunghole in the barrel, because that is an amazing process.
Absolutely. Let's head on over and take a look.
So now we've got the toasted barrel, we've got to be able to fill it with wine. So they want to cut a bunghole. And so that's what's happening here. So explain to them what the bunghole is, how it's treated to make sure that it's sterile.
Absolutely. So if you notice here on the barrel, the bung is where we will fill and drain the barrel. So it's very important that we've got a nice consistent seal. So you can see here we're drilling the bung. You notice it's not just a hole, it's got a taper to it. And that's very important for allowing us to make sure we've got a good hermetic seal on the bung. So the next thing that we're going to do is we have a very, very hot iron. So we've got a very hot iron, and we're going to go out and cauterize that bung. So by cauterizing it, we've got that hot piece of metal that will give us a perfectly round hole that makes it, again, that hermetic seal that is ideal for you in the winemaking side.
Let's go see how they get their heads on the barrel. So David, we've bent the barrel, it's been toasted, we've cut the bunghole and cauterized it, now we've got to get the head on. So what happens here and how do we get from this rough barrel to this finished crows here?
Absolutely, yeah. So this next part is called cutting the crows. So the crows is the portion of the barrel where the head fits into the sides. And so we want to make sure we get a nice tight fit so that we don't have any issues with leaking, right? So we'll cut this with a specialty blade, this machine back behind us here, and it'll cut what's called the chamfer here on the outside and on the inside, as well as the crows all at one time. So this chamfer allows us to fit the head in very easily, and it just allows the head to be sucked in during the fitting process.
All right, I want to go see him put a head on because that's quite an art form, and I know it's hard because I've done it myself.
Absolutely.
So let's go see him put some heads on these barrels.
Absolutely, let's go.
So we've got the finished barrel here, we've got the cut head, and he's going to go and he's going to put this head straight on.
So it's really important to get a head that fits exactly perfectly, because any little gaps or holes can be a big problem when you put wine in it.
And so once our head's on, they put the hoops on and we go off to finishing. So they sand the barrel, we make it look pretty, so the winemakers are happy.
Exactly. With wine barrels, so we'll do the final fitting of the hoops. You can see back over here. We'll fit the hoops to every barrel, and each hoop is specific for that barrel. So it's a very labor-intensive part of the process, but allows us to get a nice watertight seal and make sure the barrel is going to have nice structural stability.
All right, let's go see that finished barrel getting lasered.
Absolutely, let's go.
So David, this is the end, right? So we've been through the bending, the fire toasting, sanding, fitting heads. Now, most important part, what happens here?
Absolutely, no barrel is ready to go until it's got that Rombauer logo on it. So here we've got a high intensity laser. We can go ahead and do the logo. It actually happens very quickly. As you can see, we've got here on the computer that beautiful, beautiful Rombauer logo. Hopefully you've seen this on your table many, many times.
Just a couple.
We'll go ahead and start the process of lasering. It's really cool to watch. Hope you like it.
So now the barrel's been lasered, it's been wrapped, it comes in here, final stage in the warehouse. How many barrels can we hold in here?
Yeah, we get right around 5,000 barrels or so in this warehouse. We start doing shipments usually around August and into September in preparation for harvest, where they're going to be filled with your amazing Rombauer wine.
Well, David, thank you so much. Guys, that's Demptos Napa Cooperage. Thanks for joining us.